All right, well, let's start with story number 7, reported by 4029 News. All right, picture this. So there's an Arkansas state trooper, and they're trying to pull over a motorcycle rider in Little Rock, Arkansas, because he's driving without a license plate.
Okay.
The rider decides he's not having none of that. He's trying to get away. Eventually, he jumps off the bike and he makes a run for it, and he's got troopers behind him, and they're chasing him. One trooper decided to use his taser to try to apprehend the rider. Cresta Starr, what happened next?
All I'm hearing in my mind is Benny Hill music. I'm gonna go with this. Officer rolled a natural one. My cameras. I'm getting lost in time. I'm gonna say that the officer rolled a nat 1 and tased another officer while the man was able to run away on foot. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing he rolled a nat 1.
That's a creative answer. So what happened was the taser hit the guy's backpack, and it turned out that he had a gallon of gasoline in the backpack, and the thing exploded. We got video courtesy of the Arkansas State Police, and viewer discretion is advised for this one. Check this out. So there's the guy chasing him. Taser, boom. The thing lights up. The rider is 38-year-old Christopher Gaylor. He was hospitalized. He's expected to be okay. He faces charges of felony fleeing, failure to register a vehicle, no liability insurance, driving with a suspended license. He basically faces all kinds of shit, but he's going to be all right. I got to ask, why does he have gasoline in the backpack? Like, do you think he was funneling it from cars? Because like gas is really expensive and he's stealing it. Like, why the hell does he have gas in the backpack?
Gas is too damn high, but yeah. I'm at a loss for words, and that rarely happens. So there's a few things going through my mind. One, like you said, why do you have gasoline in your backpack? Even if gas is too damn high, put it in a gas container. Put it there. Second of all, both those cops ran away. That poor man was a fireball for a solid 3 seconds.
Yeah, well, they went to get the extinguishers.
I even though I'm a criminal, I would want to know what my legal rights are. I would want but also, why do you have gasoline in your backpack? I know gas is expensive, but why in a bag? What was in? I don't understand. I have questions. No one has the answers. My brain is blue screening.
Yeah, and obviously the cops didn't know that, and so like the only thing I can possibly think of is that maybe he was stealing it because gas is expensive. Maybe he was funneling it. I don't know. Very strange, but that's what happened. So every story that I do, I always try to ask a question that's somehow related to it. And so my question for you with this one is, have you ever been involved in any kind of a high-speed chase, whether it be in a car, maybe you're running down the sidewalk, maybe you're on a bicycle? Have you ever been involved in any kind of a high-speed chase?
Jimmy, I'm soft, and I say this all the time on every podcast, and I am soft. And to make it worse, my father was a police officer. I couldn't even step out of line. What? And my mom was a teacher. Not the high-speed chase is me falling asleep.
Is that right? So you mean SAWFT? Is that what you mean?
SAWFT, soft, and you can't teach that.
Awesome. I knew you would get the reference. So your dad's police officer?
He's retired now. Many moons ago. My dad was in the Army. He was also an MTA. My dad did everything that you could to get a coin, and I respect it. That's why I do all these jobs for everything. I'm trying to get a coin. I'm like my dad.
Fascinating. I want him to see that clip. Show him that clip. But I'd like to know how he would have handled that situation if he was chasing that guy.
He would have laughed and ran. He was like, why you got gas in your, why do you have gas in your backpack? Open gas in your backpack. Why?
Doesn't make any sense. We can only joke about it because the guy's all right. But it doesn't make any sense. Let's go to story number 5. I wish I had 20 of these because you're fun doing this. Let's go to story number 5, reported by WOIO-TV. This is a good one too. So there's a 58-year-old man out of Cleveland, Ohio. His name is Desmond Ramsey, and he made the decision to call a hitman and attempt to set up a murder for hire plot against his own son.
What?
Yes. However, Mr. Ramsey ran into a problem. Cresta Starr, what happened?
He called an informant. Come on now. Wait, how bad is your son that you want to set up a hit on your son?
Yeah. So he dialed the wrong number and he left voicemails for a hitman with a local business instead. And we've got a clip courtesy of the police department in Westlake, Ohio. Listen to this.
Each time, my son's name is It's a $5,000 hit on it. I don't give a where he at or what he doing or who he with. Kill that.
It do take nerve.
So police arrested Mr. Ramsey. He admitted that he had gotten into an argument with his son and made the call after drinking. He was charged with complicity to commit murder, which is a first-degree felony. My first question is, okay, so you decide you're going to do this, and I understand that he had some drinks or whatever. Doesn't the local business, isn't there a voice message when you're leaving a voicemail? How do you not know that you're not calling the hitman? Like, I don't know what business he called because they wanted to remain anonymous, but how did he not know when he's leaving a voicemail that he might not have the wrong guy? Like, how do you make that mistake?
Because ain't no law when you on the claw. There's no law. Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around this whole situation. So you mean to tell me you and your son got into an argument? I don't condone violence, but I'd rather you one-on-one with your son, like shoot the fair one with your son. But instead, you found $5,000 in cash, drank, decided to call a bunch of, not even sure if it was the right number, left a voicemail. Like, have you never seen Judge Judy? Criminal Minds? Like, you left a trail of evidence. What is happening? And then to shoot your own son? You could have. Maybe alcohol rehab is in your future. I mean, jail is definitely in your future.
Oh, yeah. Jail's in his future. Yeah.
Maybe it's time to lay off the claws. What?
Yeah, the whole thing. I mean, that sounds like an episode of a TV show right there. They're going to make an episode about this. You know what I mean? So it's pretty fascinating. So my question for you, do you have any memorable stories of dialing the wrong number, or maybe somebody called you by mistake?
I've given out the wrong number plenty of times in my
On purpose, though? On purpose?
Yes.
Yes. You're one of those.
Yes. Because I wanted to, listen, I tell you no, you're not taking no for an answer. There used to be a nifty thing called the rejection line in New York. I forgot the number, but when you would call it, people like, the person who gave you this number doesn't want to talk to you or see you ever again.
Really? There's actually that existed? Really?
That I think it was like a 212 number. You could give people the rejection line, or there was another line that used to be like, the person who gave you this number thinks your breath stinks. It was like way back before people were like, that's your number? Let me call you right now. Let me talk to you right now. That was before that. That was way before that.
Fascinating. I will admit that there were times, when you like sign up for something in college, like you sign up for a credit card because you want to get like the free gift. Mm-hmm. I used to always put in 4390000, which is a Canadian pizza chain. That was always my number. So I did do that on the regular.
I think the New York City, yes, 212-479-7990.
Wow.
Yes. It was either that or 8675309. Yeah.
Fascinating that existed. That's a smart idea. I wonder if they have that in every major city. That's fascinating.
I think it's great because some people, listen, consent is attractive, but when people tell you no, they mean no, and some people can't take no. So listen, my phone is dead. Take my number. Call me when you get home. And then when you call, it's like, go to hell.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I click the subscribe button. You really should too. If you like videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, subscribe now.